Namaste. Today we are going to talk about a very important spiritual technique. It is the 13th chakra. In fact, the 13th chakra is the chakra which is above the head, and it is like a star. That is why the Indian astrology talks about the 27 nakshatras. This is directly connected with the divine light. Now, this 13th chakra sadhana is used to open up the divine energy and the flow of divine energy. To increase the speed of this divine energy, it is used. Normally, when you do a prayer or when you do a punya, what happens is this 13th chakra expand, and there is a flow of energy which comes into your heart chakra. So you feel very elated, you feel very elevated, and you feel very happy with it as a person. Now, this is also called as the divine grace. When the chakra becomes very big, the divine white light of God actually comes into it and pours into the soul very fast, and people find a lot of ecstasy, lot of happiness, and lot of things. They feel very happy into the life. And in fact, this happiness is beyond the five senses. Now, this is called as the Pentecostal fire. It is called as the Pentecostal fire, the fire of God. Actually, the 13th chakra opens up. It's like a kind of a sluice gate. It opens up, and there is a lot of divine energy, and it kinds of pours into the soul. The color of this energy is supposed to be the gold. Now, this particular place, Sahasrara chakra to the 13th chakra, is called as the antakarna. For spiritual yogis, the antakarna is like a pillar of light, and for normal people, it is actually what do you call it, as a thread. In the Anni-Besant tradition, what you call it as the Theosophy tradition, they talk about the building the bridge of the antakarna. In fact, Master Chova, in his pranic healing, in the advanced stages of the Arahatic Yoga, they teach this particular technique, which is called as the building of the bridge in the antakarna. Now, what happens? There is a huge flow of energy which actually happens, and then it starts flowing into the chakras, and you are able to bring the energy into the hands. Now, what happens? This divine energy, there is a tremendous amount of flow of divine energy. The entire aura, the mental body, the emotional body, the Annamaya Kosha, the Pranamaya Kosha, the Manomaya Kosha actually becomes free of kleshas, and it starts radiating radiating in the golden light. It is called as the golden body of the yogi. One of the great person in the 20th century who had it was the great Vallalar. The Vallalar who had written the Tiruvarippa, who is a saint who built the Jyoti temple and who also said God is Jyotiyul Jyotiyul Jyoti. Now he had the golden body. The golden body technique is nothing but opening the what you call it as the 13th chakra and allowing the flow to come inside the Sahasrara chakra. In fact, the blue pearl is the third eye, and then it enters into the throat chakra and you allow it to clean the other chakras. It is like a spiritual cleaning which occurs happens in a person. Now suppose you go into a temple. Now what happens? The temple, there is a lot of vibration, there is a lot of ritual which goes away. Spontaneously the Pentecostal fire, what you call the 13th chakra opens up, your energy gets filled up. Now it is like having a spiritual bath. In fact, the kleshas gets cleansed, the aura and the chakra gets closed, and you feel a lot of peacefulness and happiness into this particular thing. And also it is a very advanced technique compared to the Kundalini Yoga. In fact, many great yogis have practiced it and have got the golden body across. In fact, the Jivatma merges with this what you call it as the 13th chakra, and after that it goes into the Paramatma. It is called as the Nirvika Savikalpa Samadhi, or the complete Samadhi which happens. It is actually what you call it as moksha. You do not get a rebirth. Actually merging the soul into the 13th chakra and into the divine light is considered as the most sacred thing. You can do it on the earth. But also there is another technique where you do it as power. You take simply the soul and you come out of the antakarna. Now this is called as the spiritual suicide. When the soul gets dislodged and actually it comes from the Sahasrara chakra, it is called as the spiritual suicide, because you tend to die instantly across a person. Now this was practiced by Vivekananda. He saw a person, actually Vivekananda, there was blood was coming out of his eyes and ears and all that, and he was able to bring the soul out of his antakarna and Kabbalah. That is why it is called as the Kabbalah Moksha. Kabbalah Moksha is nothing but this part is broken, the soul leaves from this particular place. It's called as a Kabbalah Moksha. It is called as the 13th chakra meditation, what you call it as the Pentecostal fire. Now this is a wonderful meditation. In fact, morning you do, you will not be able to visualize. Please don't con yourself. Don't try to lie. There are a lot of pranic healers who exaggerate the truth. In fact, they go on exaggerating the truth as if they are seeing psychically everything. They are seeing various of the aura, chakra. They are able to say beings. This is one of the biggest lies which are being promoted by the pranic healers. Actually, many of them do not have the capacity for the opening of the third eye. In fact, the opening of the third eye is nothing but awaken from the spiritual slumber. That is why the third eye, the energy is passed on so that you awaken from the spiritual slumber. Now, when you awaken from the spiritual slumber, the first thing is you start talking truth to the people. You don't tend to lie. You don't simply say, I'm able to see the aura chakra, I'm able to see this chakra, that chakra, because I feel it is all false. Not everybody is gifted to do that kind of a thing. So don't exaggerate, don't market, don't try to be pretending as if you're a great yogi across. Please avoid it. A lot of people have that. So the second most important thing is to bring this Pentecostal fire. It is called as the building the bridge of the antakarna, and this will bring you a lot of peace and an influx of divine energy. In fact, for many people who do a lot of evil things, the Sahasrara chakra does not connect into the 13th chakra. It is called as the cutting of the spiritual cord. And then there is the black vortex energy. This black vortex is represented by the yin and the yang. Now, this black vortex energy gets connected to the antakarna, and there's a huge black flow of energy which happens into a person's life very close to their death. And actually, that black vortex of energy dissolves everything into 5 elements, and it is an experience you will have to go through it to understand. This particular area is called the Sutrama in the what you call it as the in the Theosophy tradition, and also they tend to put the triangle. This is shown as like a triangle, and then there is an inverted triangle across, which is being brought across to you as a person. Therefore, these are the 2 triangles. Actually, whenever they put the meditation, they put the 2 triangles across a person, and then they try to show it to you across as a person. So it's very important you understand that that trident is the soul and the heart, and the connection into the physical world is being represented that way. So it is very important that you bring down the Pentecostal fire, the breath of God it is called as, and when you bring it, you actually are ready to go into Ashtama Siddhi. Ashtama Siddhi is opening up all the 8 chakras into its full potential, and when you work in the earth element, you get the anima and the mahima. That is, you become small or big because the earth is the physical form. Like that, each and every chakra has a Siddhi, and that combined together, it is called as the Ashtama Siddhi. The 7 chakras have 7 Siddhi. The 8th one is the 13th Chakra, where you are able to manifest that particular Siddhi across. Another day I would be talking about the essence about the Ashtama Siddhi across, but this information itself is valuable and many people can use it. Thank you for watching, and I request you to go ahead and share this video